Hi, I have something special for you today. This is not about real estate, so stay tuned. It's about something really important.
So put your hands down and circle the verb.
I think what sets the reading team apart is that it's literacy focused. It's the reading team. So my job is to get kids excited about reading.
All right. It was apple blossom time.
I am here with Dana Points, who is the executive director of the reading team. Hi, Dana.
Hi.
Thanks for joining me today. The reading team is very special to me because I am on the board, and the reason is I am on the board, it is a Harlem-based nonprofit which provides a free after-school reading program for children as young as 3 years old. They go every day after school, Monday through Friday, and they see these children get into college, and it is really special. So Dana, thank you. I want to share with my viewers and audience what the reading team is and why it's so special.
Well, thanks, Julia, for inviting me on and for your board service. We're so grateful for that. What makes the reading team special, first of all, is that it makes reading fun, but it is a rigorous program. I mean, to come every day after school is dedication, but the kids arrive with smiles on their faces and are eager to see their reading team friends and their literacy mentors, who are the trained teachers that we use in our program to educate them. So fun, rigorous, and single-mindedly focus on literacy. So you have a lot of after-school programs that tackle a bunch of different subjects or maybe incorporate sports, which is great. But for children who are struggling with reading, as so many children are, you really need to kind of knuckle down and focus on it. And then if by grade 4, a child has mastered reading, the world just opens up to them. And conversely, if a child doesn't read fluidly by grade 4, a lot of other bad things can happen, including failure in school, depression, not going to college, maybe not graduating. So we really look to that early childhood, pre-grade 4 or 5 state as so important, and that's why we focus on them.
When my daughter started school, I had to look for a program, and there were all different programs there, but it's just more activity, more playing. But the reading team is a small group. They focus on the readings. And after I put her into that program, her reading level can much better.
Dana, you talk about how rigorous the program is, and yet when I have visited, I am seeing smiling faces, hugging, laughter. So there's great joy in the work. How do you and the reading team, reading mentors, and staff foster that?
Well, I think a lot of it is about the connection that the children feel with their literacy mentors, who are our teachers. Many of these folks have been here for a while. They are paid employees. We do regular trainings with them. And so they really become close with the kids. And then the kids become close with each other. And children typically enter the reading team at kindergarten or first grade, and they stick with it through 5th grade. So often families will enroll multiple siblings in our program. So there's a real warmth in the atmosphere.
Let's talk a little bit about where these children come from. Most of them live and go to school in Harlem, don't they? And how do you find out who's at risk and who needs the free services of the reading team?
Sure. Well, most of our children do come from Harlem, from zip codes 10027, 10030, 10026, and some come from the South Bronx. These are children who overwhelmingly need free services. They're often identified by their teachers and sometimes by their parents as being challenged with reading from an early age. And one of the things that sets the reading team apart is that our kids are not necessarily those who have received a diagnosis of a learning disability. And so there are wonderful programs for children with learning disabilities, but sometimes those aren't identified in the very early grades. And these children are the children who wouldn't necessarily qualify for special services, but who are still struggling with.
How's school today, Sheila?
Good.
Yeah? When she first started pre-K in first grade, she started having problems.
Some people are gonna go to gym.
Her reading level was low and she's not focused.
Do your homework?
So I'm just looking for a program that, will help her.
Dana, in a typical year, how many children is the reading team reaching versus this year? Obviously, we had to scale back with COVID.
Yes, this year we, because of physical distancing requirements, had fewer students. But in a normal year, we have almost 100 children in our after-school program, and they're there every day except DOE holidays for the entire school year. So you can imagine 3 hours, 5 days a week through all the 160 or so days of a DOE schedule. That's a lot of reading instruction for these children. So that's one way we really deliver the results. And then in the preschools, we have maybe more than 100 other students, again, depending on the year, how many preschools we're on.
Dana, what does the reading team need now to keep servicing these wonderful children who are reading?
Well, my answer probably won't surprise you because it's what every small to medium-sized nonprofit needs, and that's money, really. I know people are often eager to volunteer, and we don't really use a lot of volunteers right now. We have a wonderful group of volunteers from Columbia University who direct our after-school homework help math session and do some math-focused math meets reading instruction in our classroom during the year. But what we're really looking for is for everyone to appreciate the importance of reading in a child's life, in the child's happiness, and in their success, both in school and in life. And if you perhaps feel that appreciation yourself, I know I feel so invested in reading, in part because reading has brought me so much pleasure and happiness in my own life. Sorry about the sirens. We're on the corner of 125th Street.
Good.
It's busy here, as it is in New York. But at any rate, what we need is donations, because those are what keep our engine running. And they enable us to reach more families, to do outreach to new families, to enroll them in the program, and then to fund this resource-intensive program that we run for children.
Okay, let's do something fun.
Okay.
Okay, Dana, for fun, if you could have one wish, your genie's going to give you any wish for the reading team, what would it be?
Oh boy. Well, this being January of 2021, I guess my number one wish is let's get rid of COVID and get back in the classroom. But honestly, if I could kind of back it out to the higher level, what the reading team wants is for children not to have to struggle to read, right? So my genie would really put us out of business. It would make it possible for children to learn to read from an early age, enjoy language in all its richness from birth, and learn to read seamlessly so they don't need our services anymore. Would put me out of a job, but it sure would make me happy. It would be worth it.
I love that. Dana, thank you so much for spending time with me today and sharing with my viewers what we do at the reading team.
Thanks for having me, Julia.
It was a pleasure. Take care. See you soon.
Bye.